The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Kirry on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to the Nightside Project. I'm Ethan Millard. I got Alex Kirry here. Another episode helping you finish your commute happy. An episode on your way to work, one on your way home from work. That equals...
And then a sensible dinner.
That equals life fulfillment, weight loss, better marriage, all
Tommy
those things.
Lasorda told everybody how to do it.
ROLAIDS.
What is that?
Rolaids.
Oh, Rolaids.
Is that Tommy Lasorda's thing?
No, well, no, he was Slim Fast.
Oh, was he?
Well, he might have been Rolaids too, but
I just remember there was a famous baseball guy that did Rolaids.
he was Slim Fast because it was like, hey, Tommy Lasorda here. You hate me as a baseball manager, but as a weight loss coach, you
I'm
need
the
me.
Best. Hey, listen, we're going to do a little kind of flashback here on the Nightside Project to the fall. And I had an opportunity to head down to southern Utah a couple of weekends in a row. And both weekends I stopped in the same place and noticed the same weird phenomenon at a city called Fillmore. Now, Fillmore's kind of right down in the center of Utah.
Millard County.
And we'd pull down there.
Your family's county.
And when we first pulled down there, I noticed this Chinese buffet off the highway. And this place, it looked completely vacant.
Yeah.
There were no cars in the parking lot. There were weeds in the parking lot. The sign had fallen down. I mean, it looked like a vacant, boarded up Chinese
the
buffet.
back setting to an episode of Walking Dead. Like
And
they
yes,
might roll
that's
up
right,
on
yeah,
that, and
that's
that
right.
might
And
be a place
they'll
where
go
they
in there looking for food or
Sure.
whatever, you know. So we're sitting there. We're going somewhere else. We're stopped at this other burger place that kind of shared a parking lot, and it just looked abandoned. And then all of a sudden, this enormous tour bus pulled up, covered in Chinese lettering. And all these Chinese tourists got out and went inside what seemed to be a totally abandoned restaurant. Now, this is rural Utah, a place where you're about as unlikely to find,
a Chinese buffet,
a Chinese person really as
Yeah.
anywhere else. I mean, this
racist.
is not.
Yeah,
well,
sounds
I mean,
racist, Ethan. But yeah, go ahead.
It's the rural West.
You
And,
basically just said we don't take your kind around here.
well, look, I don't think I'm misspeaking when I say the rural West has white people and cows, and this is that's what you're used to.
And frankly, a bad history with people from Asia. If we were going to be frank about it.
So, and I thought, well, this is interesting. And the very next weekend, I rolled through and I saw the same thing. There were two tour buses that were parked outside this
Chinese characters all over the tour buses.
Yeah, again, seemingly totally vacant Chinese buffet, but clearly there was something else going on.
Southern Utah is highly traveled by international people because it's
We have the national parks.
Look, if you've ever been to Arches or Zion National Park or something, down there during the summer, you have to be either fluent in French or German usually to be able to get through the trail because there are a lot of European travelers who come to Southern Utah. And hey, the Asian population also likes to travel to Southern Utah. Ethan, I don't know. Look, get cultured, okay?
Well, I'm starting to get cultured finally now.
But yeah, they could have used some weed killer because it looks vacant still. Because I've driven by the same thing and thought to myself, well, that's the last Chinese buffet I would ever go to.
That's absolutely right.
Fresh seafood?
So
Question mark? Probably not.
The Nightside Project originates here in Salt Lake City at KSL News Radio. And the news director for KSL News Radio, Sheryl Worsley, found herself down in central Utah and on behalf of the Nightside Project decided that she would do a little investigative reporting. She joins us now.
She went undercover as an Asian tour bus to see
Sheryl,
if she would get that kind of great treatment.
thanks for joining
Thanks. I'm built like a bus. Thank you, Alex.
Oh, everybody
Wow.
wants to get offended.
That's right.
Everybody wants to get offended.
So
now.
you
This
were
is a lady we work with. This is, by the way, this is an everyday occurrence. If you run into Sheryl, you get accused of something.
Oh, whatever.
It's fine.
So, Sheryl, you were down there in central Utah for work for this whole thing KSL News Radio is doing.
Right. We're doing kind of a, hey, let's go around the state, talk to people because we are urban based and, we do a lot of our reporting and journalism within the confines of the Wasatch
That's
Front.
right,
yeah.
And, we wanted to get out. So this was part of our effort to do that, which landed us in Fillmore. And we had a town hall meeting and talked to a whole bunch of people. And then I realized, hey, I'm in Fillmore and Nightside Project has this thing.
Yes.
With this Chinese buffet.
Chinese buffet. I've got to go check this out.
Yes. And so you really did us a solid. and you went over and you checked it out. Now, when you pulled up, did you have the same impression we did, that this is not a real restaurant, but maybe was 10 years ago?
Well, I pulled up after hours. Apparently, they close at 8 p.m. on Monday nights. So what happened was at the town hall, I ran into the two Spencers. And so it's Spencer Hall, the former KSL.com news director, and Spencer J. Cox, the lieutenant governor. And I've been observing this. You could put up the picture of the two Spencers, Millennial Josh.
Millennial Josh is
I've been
running the
observing
video
this Twitter bromance between these two for a long time, and I thought, I have to observe this in person. This is wonderful. And these two actually genuinely like each other, so I make light of that.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Thanks, Alex.
No, I'm just looking at this picture.
So they went with you?
They went with me, but they actually arrived first, and they realized, this place is closed. So they were walking away, and a little boy came out and said, "Hey, it's okay. Buffet is closed, but you are welcome to order off the menu." So put up the picture of the little boy, Josh. This is Connor, adorable little kid.
Okay.
My favorite
so how old do you think? My goodness.
He's in a high chair.
He's in a booster seat.
He's in a booster seat.
So this is the kid that ran out of the restaurant to flag down the lieutenant governor to get him to come back in.
The chief marketing officer for the Chinese buffet, Connor.
Adorable kid.
This place is just getting weirder.
Well, yeah, because he is probably 5.5.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5.5.
And spent his whole time playing on that iPhone that you see in front of him.
Well,
so,
aside from reeling in extra customers, I
Right.
mean, that was his reward. He got to play Candy Crush.
So, the two Spencers were able to get the table for us, and then Whitney Evans, the current KSL.com news director, and I showed up and we started eating. So it was...
Okay, so give us a rundown of the food. Give us a rundown of the situation.
The buffet was closed.
Buffet
was closed.
Which we've heard before. They do that if the buses aren't rolling in midday. They do this thing where they like, hey, the buffet's closed, but you can order off the menu, which is what they kind of did with you guys, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And the parking lot was vacant. There was nothing there, and your description of weeds, and there were tumbleweeds rolling by, I swear, that was pretty accurate.
Yeah. Although, okay, so here's a photo of it. Now this has they've changed that sign. They've updated the sign.
Upgraded. They've heard our episodes where we're like, I can't even tell what's going on in there. All right.
And obviously after hours they've got the lights on,
yes.
so that makes it look a little more alive than at midday when I was there before. It just looks deserted.
Somehow they're able to keep the inside completely black, dark inside during the midday because you're like, is this closed? Yeah, when you look into a place and you're like, is this open or?
You can't see the fluorescent lights on.
Yeah.
So what did you order?
You notice their open light. Their open light is still on. Yet they were closed. So,
what did you get, Sheryl?
So I ordered, and so you're gonna have to forgive me because I've forgotten what it was. It was like the double play
cashew chicken or something.
Something like that. It was supposed to be chicken and shrimp, but I don't like shrimp, so I asked them to make both. Both plays chicken.
Double the chicken?
Yes.
Yeah,
which
we call that
they were willing to do.
We call that the poo-poo platter.
Yes. Yeah. And the vegetables were fresh. I would say it was...
The vegetables were not fresh, Sheryl.
No, they were fresh. They were good. It was crunchy. It was good.
Okay.
It didn't change my life, but the food was good.
No, you're right. They got up and went to the farmer's market early that morning.
What other
picked
photos?
out only the most choice of provincial...
What other photos have we got here? Bring up another photo. We'll let Sheryl describe it for us.
Yeah, go ahead and pull one up.
Oh,
so this
now
is Kay. This is Kay.
So we have a nice picture of one of the workers behind the counter. Is she like the owner, operator
I would
type?
presume that she is Connor's mom.
Mom, okay.
Yeah, and we really had a lovely time there. There was nobody really else in the restaurant.
Is that a scale that's in front of her? Like, what are they weighing?
I don't know.
They're weighing that pen.
I want to know, like, hey, buddy.
No, there's a scale. There's a scale with a pen on it.
Yeah, but what would they be weighing at the buffet?
Maybe that's how they do it. Maybe you pay by the ounce.
Maybe chicken that you order is a certain amount.
That would be a great way to do the buffet. Be like, hey, man, if you weigh 318 pounds and you're doing this buffet, it's going to cost you $14.99 as opposed to $7.99.
But that's not the right kind of scale.
No, I know, but I'm just coming up with a business model here.
You get up on the counter and sit on that thing.
I'm just coming up with a business model. Yeah, you get up there because it looks even more embarrassing. Here, sit on this. Okay.
They charge you by the pound.
Now this picture was the one that got Sheryl's attention, but I have an explanation for it. Cheryl, go ahead.
Okay, so what you're looking at is it was in the bathroom. It was in the women's room inside the stall, and it says, "Please do not stand on toilet." And there's a picture of a guy standing on the toilet with the red cross through it, the circle and the line through it.
Yeah.
Now,
So
this picture
Feet
is
on seat, tush aimed toward toilet.
how in the world? Why would you need this?
Now, I'll
Alex
tell you-
knows.
Yes,
Alex knows
I
why.
know. Okay. Now, in a lot of Asian countries, you will find that, and so I said they'll have places where you put your feet and you just basically squat down. And Cheryl goes, yeah, I know, like a hole in the ground. I said, no, sometimes it's elevated. The feet that you're standing on are like actual, and they would have
they're squat toilets.
Yeah, and some of these in South America are kind of like this. And I remember going into I went into a bus station one time, and I'm just, a guy, and I'm like, white dude who's all, anyway, where's the Purell? And it's like, no.
Yeah.
And so I go in, and they had these foot places where you basically would step up and put your feet in like this little, they were like brass moldings of like feet, of like big feet, so you put your feet in there, and they were raised up off the ground, and the idea was you squat down. And I think that in a lot of countries, this is the way of doing it. And a toilet might look like something that is just like this is a really raised up version of that. I'm going to still stand on the toilet because, have you ever heard of the squatty potty?
We have one. Yeah, we do the squatty potty.
The
at our
squatty
house.
potty is.
I don't really use it, but I mean we've got it.
You don't
there tucked
subscribe
in
to it?
underneath.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, look, I've done decades of one way. This is why they have that sign. You know what I mean? Is because it's like once you.
There are a lot of folks who get into that mode of how they.
Let me break this down. Look, using the bathroom is a very personal kind of thing. You get into a rhythm and you do it kind of the same way, and it's. So if you show up,
Cheryl,
and
I want to hear more from Cheryl on this.
No, thank you.
but there's.
Get into a rhythm. What is this?
But this
what
is
are we
why,
doing right now?
But this is an element of culture shock. So, like, if you go to another country and they've got the squat toilets, you're going to look at that and you're going to be like,
No,
you're
I know.
going to try and find a way
To sit on it.
to.
Please do not sit on these feet. In the other country, it says, please do not sit on the ground for these feet.
So it's the
Ugh.
same thing. They're like, hey, look,
gross.
I know this is different from what you used to, and I know that you're going to try and kind of adapt it
All right,
to what
squat
you're used
toilet.
to.
All right.
And so that's why I'm saying, that's why I don't use a squatty potty at my house, because I've done it for so long in one way. Even though we have it, it's like, well, I don't know.
Cheryl and the mystery
So-
plate. The mystery plate. How would you rate the food though?
Oh, I would say it's probably 7 or 8 out of 10. It
Really?
was
Is
really
that
good.
interesting
It was
scale
good.
there?
Did you
Yeah.
did
And
you
probably a 10 for Fillmore. No offense to Fillmore.
Wow. Says the Castledale native.
Oh, right.
Wow.
I'm so sophisticated.
did you take their advice and not stand on the toilet, or
I did not stand on
She
the
was
toilet.
actually
although
standing on the toilet to take that picture.
I wondered
You're like,
what
hold
I
on.
could see from there. And it was funny because I'm like, why would you need this in Fillmore, Utah? I mean,
Well,
I
see,
understand.
because, Cheryl, sometimes you get into a rhythm.
Because oh, my
if you're in
word.
the zone,
let her
and
finish?
you get into a rhythm.
Let her finish her comments.
Well, the explanation actually came from Alex because tour buses.
Yeah.
Because tour buses.
Yeah,
So I'm like, that makes
that's
sense.
exactly right.
Yeah.
They come in and they've had a problem. People of Fillmore are not the ones standing on the toilet.
They've replaced
hope.
that toilet like 5 times.
Yeah, exactly. That thing is broken off while somebody was standing on it. Got really awkward. And then they had to give him a complimentary Mugu Gai Pan. So, all right, Cheryl, thank you for the breakdown of your experience at
You
the
bet.
Fillmore
Yeah.
Hong Kong Chinese buffet.
So if you're driving through, would you stop there again?
Yeah, I would.
well,
say
we still
hi
have
to the family
We
and-
still have to do it. We still have to go down, Millard.
You do. You do.
Your namesake county, and we need to go down there. Former state capital. I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
the county seat now.
No, Millard County. That's right. It's named for my family.
That's-
We used to own it. We used to
yeah.
own all that area.
You usually have to say we still own parts of that county. All right, Cheryl, thanks for being with us today.
bet.
We've got more to go on the program. Thanks for being with us. Hey, when we return, a Zen headline.
That's right.